Welcome, 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 welcome. Everyone's mothers, fathers, daughters, and sons. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're now tuned in with your boy OG Unk through the dough, the original gigolo. If you love your bitch, you better hide the hoe. I don't choose, I get chosen. I'm cold to the Eskimo toes of these hoes. Let's go. The beginning of another week, people. Wake that shit up, wake that shit up. Go get that money on. Go get that fatty. Go get that guap. Go get that cash. So you can pay your bills so you can chill. Oh yeah. God damn it, I want to give a shout out to everybody tuned in with me this morning. I thank you, greatly appreciate you. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to everybody, man. First time listeners, last time listeners, new subscribers, old subscribers, top flight chat exclusive members. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody struggling, hustling, thugging it forever. You know what I'm saying? Grinding, making a way. All my people living check to check to living check to check to check to check. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Mexican, the SA. Shout out to the LGBTQ LMNOP. And lastly but not least, you know we got to give a shout out to the... Oh yeah. Uncle old freak ass nigga now. 69 God, you know what I'm saying? You know we got to give a shout out to the... We love them. Can't stand them bitches at the same time. They ain't shit. But we do love them. And we need them, Jesus. Shout out to the... Them bitches ain't worth a damn, but I love them. Damn it, we need them. We need them. Some of them we gotta teach them, but they don't want to learn. They don't want to earn. They're just not concerned. Jesus Christ. God damn it, one more time. Lady, would you mind if I just tell you nice? Hell, we all come from a lady. Shit. God damn it, man. Look at here, man. I hope everybody is having a good start today. Monday, man, I ain't do shit this weekend, man. I went outside Saturday, went to Cheddar's and had me a lovely evening, had me a nice meal of some chicken tenders and some steak. You know what I'm saying? I did an hour real stream. I was on the live stream. You can go check that out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and the chat was talking, you know. Rachel, what's happening with you? Good morning, good morning. You know, me and the chat was talking, and I was sitting there eating and everything. You know, it was a good old time. You know, go check out that IRL stream. I'm gonna be doing more of those, and the quality for those will be getting better. Give me a little minute. Let me get my money up. I'm gonna give me a better phone. You know, with a better camera, cause you know I'm trying to really do this streaming thing. You feel me? Yeah, man, I ain't did shit other than that. Messed around and ordered my damn steak. I said the wrong shit. I said medium rare. I meant to say medium well. Man, they bought that damn steak out there to me. That shit was so pink in the middle. Man, that shit was so damn pink. I couldn't eat this shit. Just looking at this shit. I couldn't eat this shit, man. I ate about 2 bites of this shit. I couldn't eat this shit. And then my top flight chat moderator, Lindsay, she say, put that shit in the oven. 250 degrees, about 20, 30 minutes. You'll be all right. I did this shit a while ago, and goddamn it, she was right. Cook that steak right on through. Shit. Cooked that mother right on through, and it was still nice and juicy, because you know I likes it juicy. Okay? It was good and juicy. So, yeah, man, I ain't did shit this week. I should have been editing. I'm going to get to it. Damn it. I should have been editing, but I'm going to get to it. The Violet Guy, what's happening with you? So, look, I'm gonna only go through a few topics this morning that caught my eye, because I think that I'm going to start streaming in the morning. I got to be more consistent because shit be. It's not about that I'm not consistent. It's just like I work. So it's like I want to give the best stream possible. So I want to wait till my off days. But then shit be happening and I be missing it. Damn it. So shit. If we got to goddamn stay up and be sleepy at work, then we got to do what we got to do to get, to get the content. You understand what I'm saying? We got to do it. We got to do it. It's a second job. We got to do it. So we're going to talk about, I seen the Whack 100 post some shit about the loose cannon. So I came in here and looked it up. And they got some shit going on with them. They beefing. Which I told y'all on the previous stream, I didn't understand that relationship anyway. But we'll get into that later on. I'm going to discuss Jenny Mai and Young Jeezy. He should have never married the hoe. That's what I got to say. But we going to talk about that shit. They judge threatened to lock your black ass up. I'm going to lock your ass up. So we're going to talk about that shit and what the other shit. Let me look. Did I say? Turkey leg and the motherfucker. Listen, boy. Hey, the turkey leg hut. Perfect goddamn example of you can take a nigga out of the goddamn hood, but you can't take the hood out of the goddamn nigga. This ignorant son bitch had everything. I don't know where shit went left. This nigga lost his bitch, his business, and his freedom in a year.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
How does that happen?
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
How that happen? In 12 months, this nigga lost it all. He had it going. The turkey leg hut was popping. I know about a turkey leg hut. I don't even eat no motherfucking turkey leg. I don't want to got a turkey leg. But I know about the shit. So matter of fact, I think I'm going to start with that shit. I'm going to start with that shit. Matter of fact, listen, man. This nigga right here, boy. This nigga right here ignorant, boy. So it come out the other day about this nigga right here. He was selling drugs out the goddamn turkey leg hut. What? Nigga, this a drug front? What is you got going on? Look at this. Cause this, look, this what happened. Two niggas ratted on him, bitch.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking
They ratted on him, bitch.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
They ratted on him. The two niggas that he had to burn down the other nigga restaurant, they ratted on him. Listen, it's a whole bunch of shit. This is some old twisted, intertwined shit, man. This nigga right here, boy. This nigga right here is a piece of work. So the former turkey leg hut owner, Lindell Lynn Price, is also accused of conspiring to set fire to Houston's bar 5015 in 2020. So late last month, former turkey leg hut owner Lindell Lynn Price was taken into custody on charges related to an explosion that took place at Houston's bar 5015 in 2020. He and two others were charged with conspiracy to commit arson. Authorities believe he allegedly recruited the two other individuals, 39-year-old John Lee Price and 27-year-old Armani Williams, to set fire to the bar, and both them niggas ratted on him. Allegedly, the owner of the bar was Price's ex-business partner and another former co-owner of Turkey Leg Hut. So look, these aren't the only allegations that Price is facing, however. Prosecutors also recently alleged that hydro marijuana was being sold out of a trailer in the back of Turkey Leg Hut. Allegedly, Price used one of his co-defendants to transport roughly 500 to 1,000 pounds of it from California to Texas. It was then allegedly sold in custom branded packaging. This nigga so stupid, he put the fucking turkey leg logo on the weed bag.
Ain't no way.
Just tell them where it come from then.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
The blue magic. That's what he's doing. Nigga, don't come out here with the turkey leg hut bags with that bullshit. I sell hydro weed from California. Listen, I don't give a damn if you call it chicken leg hut, but just don't call it turkey leg, okay? That did not come from the turkey leg hut. And change that goddamn hut to an actual house, nigga. There's only one hut. Turkey Leg Hut was a casual restaurant in Houston known locally for its food, drinks, and music. It closed in 2024 after a court ruling that converted its bankruptcy from Chapter 11 to Chapter 7. This allowed the landlord to terminate the lease. Aside from bankruptcy, the restaurant was facing issues like alleged health violations and lawsuits. Following Price's arrest, his estranged wife, Nakia Holmes, shared a statement with Essence. Let's see what the hoe had to say. Mind you, they ain't together no more. Let's see what she say. They already divorced. Let's see what she say. In light of the recent events involving my estranged husband, Lynn Price, I want to make it clear that my primary focus remains on protecting my peace, my children, and our healing journey, she said. This is a deeply painful and personal matter. I have been separated from Mr. Price for some time and have taken every necessary step to distance myself and my family from his actions and legal affairs. Translation: bitch, don't come over here to me, ask me no goddamn questions, cause I don't know nothing. I left the nigga. Translation: that's what that mean. I don't know nothing. I left him. My children and I ask for privacy, compassion, and understanding as we continue to move forward with strength and grace. I will not be commenting further at this time, as my priority is the well-being of my family. Great job, baby. That's how you handle the press right there. That's how you handle the press right there. Listen, bitch, I don't know nothing about that Al Jarreau. That's pretty much where she said. I don't know nothing about that Al Jarreau, so leave us the fuck alone. That's pretty much what she said. In a nutshell. In nigga terms, that's what she said. Listen, bitch, I just want to let you know. Make it clear now, bitch. I don't know nothing about that shit he had going on. I was there when we had turkey legs, bitch. I don't know nothing about no, hey, bitch. And that's what she said. So anyway, listen, this nigga right here, man, he scammed the gospel singer out of money, people investing in the restaurant and shit. He scammed out of like, the nigga robbed God, man. What type of man will rob God? The nigga robbed Jesus. What? Listen, they got on the map. Y'all might not remember this. I remember this. I was watching this video. I came across the content on YouTube by the family. We gonna play the shit. I'm pretty much gonna goddamn patronize their whole video because they tell the story pretty good. So shout out to the family. I thought I was subscribed to him, but apparently I'm not. I'm about to do it right now with the shit. But look, man, this nigga, he went viral because they implemented a dress code. I don't know if y'all saw this. It was all over social media because they're talking about the bonnets and shit and the bitches coming in there half naked. And yeah, it was a big old deal about this shit. Hold on, where the shit? Right here.
Nobody wins when the family feels, but my...
Look at this shit. Now, I want to say this right here. Now, y'all see this video, right? It's 2025. I'm finna relate it to some other shit, but I ain't saying that this person is guilty, but I just want to say this because of shit that people say. So, it's 2025. This happened in 2020. They just arrested the nigga for the shit. This year, okay? 5 years later is when they arrested him. You think they ain't had this damn footage 5 years ago? This is actual footage of the dudes pouring the gas to set the shit on fire. This ain't no more. This is the actual surveillance footage. You telling me they didn't have this 5 years ago? You're damn right they did, but they just come get him this year. Watch this. This one I'm finna relate it to. People saying, yeah, man, they ain't got nothing on Yella, because if they had some, and I'm not saying Yella did nothing, I'm not in that shit, I'm not taking nobody's side, I hope he's not guilty. If he guilty, he's stupid, and I'm standing on that. But, it's people saying, yeah, man, they ain't got nothing on Yella, because it don't take Dallas police no 5 years to arrest no nigga on nothing. They would have been arrested him on this 3 shit if they think he'd have had something to do with it. Well, in this turkey leg case, why they just now arresting the nigga? I'm just saying. This is actual footage of them burning down his competition shit. Restaurant right up the street called 5150. You think they done had this damn footage in 2020?
Cheese on top of a turkey leg. Like, I changed the game with this one.
I tell you, the turkey leg is so tender, it just, like I said, falling off the bone.
If you're in Houston, you have to come to the Turkey Leg Hut. It is so worth the wait.
I own a Turkey Leg Hut in Houston, Texas.
Hi, I'm London.
Wait, she is so pretty. That's his ex-wife. He's stupid. I don't know what he did to fumble this bitch, but he fumbled hard.
I own a turkey.
He fumbled hard. She's one of them long-faced motherfuckers, but she pretty. Big lips and shit.
Leg Hut in Houston, Texas.
She cute.
Hi, I'm London.
Pretty smile.
Turkey Leg Hut in Houston, Texas.
This nigga stupid.
You know what I'm saying? It's the level of respect. And I don't get disrespect. I'm all right in the hood. You know, people respect me. So the thing that you came in my restaurant to fight, that was my first incident of a fight since our restaurant has ever been open.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
With a black business. And we
Wow,
see
that's
30-some thousand people a week.
How many people a week?
30-some thousand.
Oh, so y'all niggas is killing it.
No, we ain't killing, we murdering it. Nigga, stop playing with me.
No.
30,000
No.
customers
Hey, let me
in
drink a
a
little
week?
more so I can talk shit to you.
No,
Do a shot.
no,
Do a shot.
you don't need another shot.
Not today. We call it shot o'clock.
No.
The once popular Turkey Leg Hut is officially closed. A judge converted the Third Ward establishment's Chapter 11 bankruptcy to Chapter 7, clearing the way for the restaurant's landowner to terminate the lease. This is new video from today showing the closed restaurant on Alameda. As you can see, all of the iconic signs are now gone. All assets are to be sold to repay creditors. This has been months in the making with a series of headlines from bankruptcy.
Fam, most of us familiar with this quote growing up. You don't truly understand or experience life until you face obstacles that test your character. Whether that means turn into a life of crime or stand on a straight and narrow path to achieve your goals. It seems like trusting the people you believe in can become a challenge, especially when success is long lasting. Yet, adversity strikes unexpectedly. Fam, you ever met a person who didn't know how to accept no in no way, shape, or form? And in return, they lost everything they worked so hard for, fighting for what they used to be. Today, we're going to discuss a story that amplifies this struggle. A story about a man who faced tremendous loss over the past few years. Bankruptcy, losing his wife, his restaurant, his family, and now even his freedom. And a recent indictment from the feds has shined light on his controversial actions. This man is accused of burning out his competition, literally, alleging stealing recipes, selling drugs when the business was slow, and even using a restaurant logo to put on these narcotics. Not to mention, he scammed a gospel singer and his wife who were invested in the business. In this video, we dive into the story, examine the details of his recent arrest, and explore the events that led to his current situation. But before we break this one down, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Fam, meeting Nakia Holmes and her ex-husband.
And if you would like to watch this video without any interruption, please go over to the family, their YouTube, and look up Houston's Hidden Crime Empire. That's what it's called, on The Family, The Space Family. Go check them out.
Lindell Lynn Price. Holmes and Price started the Turkey Leg Hut in 2015 in a parking lot across the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. 2 years later, they moved their bustling business to 4830 Amanda Street, where fans formed lines around the back waiting to get their hands on fall-off-the-bone turkey legs, covered in shrimp Alfredo, dirty rice, or other savory toppings like crawfish, macaroni, and cheese. What began with 30 legs a week on a smoky pit had ballooned to hundreds in a matter of days thanks to demand.
I always say the world is going to taste our food.
Meet Nakia and Lynn Price, founders of the Turkey Leg Hut restaurant in Houston, Texas.
You know, we came up with the concept. People encouraged us, and before we knew it, it took off. We probably do about 45,000 turkey legs in a week.
Crazy.
Still to this day, I'm amazed to see that line wrapped around the building.
Here we go! Ford F-150 truck has played a major role in pulling the barbecue pit.
We don't have to bring out a generator. To be able to plug up our food truck from our vehicle, I mean, it's genius. You're always on the go, so it's easy for me to be able to plug up what I need. It's made our life easier.
Do you realize that this is a feature on TV? I don't know what show this is, but this is an actual TV show these motherfuckers is on. This nigga stupid.
We worked hard to get here. But we just this little small little restaurant. But as always, the proof is in the pudding.
Why work for someone else's dreams when you can do it for yourself?
Or is this a commercial for the damn Ford truck?
Turkey Leg Hunt has seen some highs and lows in its near decade of opening. The restaurant went viral when the owners instituted a dress code after complaints of women and men entering the business with little to no clothing.
The Third Ward's Turkey Leg Hut is getting national attention this weekend after implementing a controversial dress code. Fox 26's Chelsea Edwards tells us why the popular restaurant is now in the hot seat.
Turkey Leg Hut was trending nationwide on...
Let me see if we can read this shit. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up because I want y'all to know what their dress code was. Turkey Leg Hut dress code. This is what they went viral for. Where the shit? Right here. This was the original when they came out. Let me find a bigger version of it. Here we go. This was it. This was an original version that came out, and they said this one got leaked and it wasn't supposed to be released. It say all body parts must be completely covered. All cleavage, breasts, thighs, and buttocks must be completely covered. The only thing naked here is turkey legs and chicken wings. No swimwear. No swimwear of any kind is allowed. This is the heart of Third Ward, not the beach. No exposed undergarments. All these is for hoes so far. Well, no exposed undergarments could be niggas sagging their pants like some idiots. No exposed undergarments allowed. This includes sports bras, panties, or anything resembling these items. Well, that's feet. Wait. This also includes white tanks for men. Okay. Don't come in there with just a wife beater on, nigga. Put a shirt on. No house attire allowed. No wave caps, bonnets, do-rags, bandanas, house shoes, or shower caps allowed. We want you to feel at home, but this is not your home. No excessively revealing clothing. No excessively revealing or soiled clothing is allowed. This includes all distressed or ripped clothing. Shorts and shirts must cover your entire top and bottom. No obscene language or baggy clothing. No attire with obscene language or inappropriate offensive graphics. No excessively baggy or sagging pants. Pants must be worn at natural waistline. What is the problem with that? I don't see nothing with what they just read, what I just read. I don't see nothing. Now, granted, I like to see the goddamn. You know what I mean? I'm just saying now, they want to come out with their ass out. You know, who am I to stop them? You know, come out with the tights on. It's, you know, the ones with the crease up the butt, the new kind, where the tights fold into the booty like the booty eating the tights. You know, and the shit's so tight you can see the lips. Like, hey man, if that's what they want to wear, you know, I ain't gonna stop them. But I can absolutely understand a professional establishment not wanting that there, especially if it's supposed to be a family environment. But at the same time, as you will see in the clip, when they show certain parts, certain things pertaining to the restaurant, like I think it might be people on the inside, you hear music playing. And it's hip-hop music. Now, granted, just because hip-hop music is playing don't mean that, you know, whatever, because it could still be a kid-friendly family environment, but that shit banging loud like a club. And even though I ain't never been there, I think that's kind of how they got their reputation. Like, it was like a hangout spot, like, I don't know. And I think once they got big, that's when they wanted to get bougie and shit. But ain't nothing wrong with that, though, because you got to evolve and get them half-naked bitches out of here. We trying to run a real business in here. Them half-naked hoes out of here.
Twitter after posting these new dress code rules. Some say it alienates their customers. Others say it's about time.
Yeah, that dress code was for the customers, about the people coming in there. That's what the dress code was about.
Dress code rules. Some say it alienates their customers. Others say it's about time.
Turkey Leg Hut draws in crowds from across the nation with its famously stuffed legs. That's what the restaurant says it wants to see less of in this dress code posted Friday that excludes bonnets and exposed undergarments and states all body parts must be completely covered.
It makes your meal much more pleasant. You had to change her clothes.
Critics cooked up social media jokes featuring black tie and Amish attire as the new requirement, but others accused the restaurant of kicking out the same fan base that made them popular, even calling the owners racist.
We're a restaurant and we're not a club, let alone a strip club.
The restaurant says its family-friendly atmosphere has been taking a hit during the return to summer fun, with some customers complaining about what was hanging out at the table next to them.
As we see, people coming in with pants all the way below the bottom of their derriere. We see, women coming in with nothing but exposed butt and thigh.
They also say the first post was a draft not meant to be published. It was replaced with this list that prohibits excessively revealing clothing.
It was not implemented to change our image. We still like to have a good time, but at the same time, it's an environment where there are children here, there are, older people here.
Turkey Leg Hut says there are no other changes in the works, but guests who don't follow the guidelines may be turned away.
I would think it's appropriate for them to cover up. I mean, if you're coming here and you're coming here for business, you don't want to come here for that.
Leaving some diners to enjoy their turkey meat while seeing less.
Back on March 26, 2024, the Turkey Leg Hut owner, Nakia Holmes, had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, according to court record. But it was the information that was provided during that time that was alarming. In the Southern District of Texas, stating that in the past few months of the time of her filing bankruptcy, her business was riddled with controversy. Via Instagram, she quoted, "The company has initiated a voluntary court-supervised process that will allow it the necessary flexibility to continue ongoing discussions with all financial stakeholders. In connection with the filing, the company has sought approval to continue its operations while meeting its obligations to all stakeholders, employees, suppliers, and vendors." According to court records, the owner had listed 19 creditors with the estimated liability of $1 million and $10 million.
$1 million to $10 million? What did the nigga say? 19 creditors?
With the estimated liability of employees, suppliers, and vendors. According to court records, the owner had listed 19 creditors with the estimated liability of $1 million and $10
million. How you get 19 people to give you money?
$1 million. Two of the largest accounts, including the amount of $1.9 million and a disputed amount of $932,000. But it's a guy named Rogers, who's now the owner of Bar 5015 in the 3rd Ward. He filed a lawsuit against his colleagues, who he used to work for, in 2020. In his suit, he alleged the restaurant's majority owner, Nakia Holmes, formerly Price, was diverting funds, customers, and supplies to her other food trucks and catering businesses, without compensating Rogers and other shareholders. But later that year, Roger Bar would be lit on fire during 2020, and it would take to 2025 to know why. Apparently, of course, the lawsuit, but Roger also took the recipe.
These niggas pouring gas on each other's feet.
Fire from the
amateur ass niggas.
Leg Hut and made it his for Bar 5150, and apparently that was the key ingredient to the Turkey Leg Hut.
I'm sorry, he said some important information, because the nigga that basically started this restaurant, he had the goddamn recipe to the shit for the Turkey Leg Hut. So the nigga was like, I cannot let this nigga operate with the Krabby Patty recipe. I have to take him out. He got the guy that he used to work in here. He got the Krabby Patty recipe, and he went and started his own shit. We got to get him.
From the Turkey Leg Hut and made it his for Bar 5. Apparently, of course, the lawsuit, but Roger also took the recipe, the supplier from the Turkey Leg Hut, and made it his for Bar 5150. And apparently,
he took the recipe and he took the nigga plug.
Was the key ingredient to the Turkey Leg Hut.
Look at these idiots. They in jail too. Dumbass niggas. I think they still looking for 2 of them. Good morning, Samantha.
According to the feds, Len Price, the former owner of the Turkey Leg Hut, allegedly paid a group of men $1,400 to set the bar on fire. But then more information was coming out. James Fortune, a Grammy nominated.
Was it $1,400 a piece or just $1,400 between the 4 niggas? What's 1,400 divided by 3? What the hell is that? Somebody tell me what 1,400... 4 divided by 4. 1,400 divided by 4.
On fire. But then more information.
That's 300. Wait a minute. 400 by 350 a piece. 350 a goddamn piece.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Coming out. James Fortune, a Grammy-nominated gospel singer, and his wife had filed a lawsuit against Nakia Price. After finding out that she had filed for bankruptcy, it seems, they claimed they loaned her hundreds of thousands of dollars to help keep the restaurant afloat. The lawsuit also indicates the claim that Fortune and his wife invested nearly $400,000 in the restaurant, including $180,000 for a 15% ownership stake. The couple was
They'll never get it back.
seeking to recover their investment and expenses.
But first tonight, more legal trouble for Houston's well-known turkey leg hut.
A Grammy-nominated gospel singer James Fortune and his wife are now suing the restaurant's owner over claims they put more than $300,000 into the restaurant and are now out of the money. Sherman Chow joins us live with the story you'll see only on KHU 11 News. Sherman, this is just the latest problem for this popular restaurant.
It is indeed, Mia. We are outside of Turkey Leg Hut, which remains closed because of 35 health department code violations. And now a new lawsuit has been filed, and we are learning exclusively that a nationally known gospel artist says he and his wife have been violated too.
Niggas robbed Jesus.
James Fortune, gospel singer, husband, and investor. In 2018, he and wife Raquel met Nakia and Lindell Price at the Price's popular Third Ward restaurant. Turkey Leg Hut seemed the epitome of success.
We go to their home. We spend time, our kids interacted with each other.
Then last December, as the Prices were in the throes of a contentious divorce, the Fortunes say they loaned Nakia, as the restaurant's owner, $100,000. 2 months later, Raquel says Nakia phoned.
She was hysterical. Because the comptrollers were physically there to seize assets, and so she needed financial assistance immediately.
The Fortunes then say they put in $180,000 for 15% ownership of the Turkey Leg Hut. The next month, the Fortunes tell us Nakia couldn't pay bills.
So she asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business.
Dumbass bitch.
Fortunes say they spent...
That was your fault, you stupid bitch.
She asked if I would use my personal card to purchase food for the business.
The Fortunes say they spent thousands paying for food supplies and services. Then, on March 26th, Turkey Leg Hut filed for bankruptcy, declaring less than $50,000 in assets.
By then, we're, $300,000 in. Bankruptcy was filed a month after we had given that money. We come to find out that there's millions in debt now.
Over the past several weeks, I went to the Turkey Leg Hut, contacted employees, attorneys, and Nakia Holmes requesting an interview, which she declined. The Fortunes say in hopes of keeping the restaurant afloat, they even paid some employees when Turkey Leg Hut did not.
Did you take a business risk and it just didn't work, as opposed to something more nefarious?
I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas. It's no worse.
Hold on, chat. I was watching this earlier, and I definitely wanted to point this out. I'm going to play it again.
I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas.
I'm going to play it again.
And it just didn't work, as opposed to something more nefarious.
I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas. It's no worse.
She took accountability. She took accountability. It's your fault. It's your fault, bitch. It's your fault. Now, I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying, like, if it was me in that situation, it's my fault because I thought this was my friend. I thought this was my friend, and I thought I was helping my friend. But come to find out this person was playing me the whole time. It's my fault. And shout out to her for not putting all the blame on them people, because we often tend to do that as people. We never look at what we did in the situation. Yes, what they did was wrong. Didn't have no right to run off with them people money. That was wrong. But you gave it to him, and why? Because you thought it was your motherfucking friend.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Take accountability. I've done it. Situations I look back I was in, you know what, I did such and such because I thought this person was this, that, and the third. But if I had paid attention to the red flag I seen 3 years before that, I should have been got away anyway.
Words to describe I think I allowed my friendship to blind me in a lot of areas. It's no words to describe the level of pain, hurt, and frustrations.
The Fortunes say they put in nearly $400,000 into the restaurant. Now they are suing and pray in hopes of getting their money back. Now, we should note that some of the players in this ongoing Turkey Leg Hut drama do have criminal convictions, including James Fortune. Those are from several years past and are unrelated.
Man, the nigga, the owner of the Turkey Leg Hut, this nigga done been goddamn arrested for fraud and shit before.
Turkey Leg Hut and this lawsuit. I did contact Nakia Holmes yesterday again for comment. Her representative declined a response.
You're damn
As you can
right.
see, fam, at this point he had a lot going on. But little did he know, less than a year from then, the feds will come knocking on his door. On the last week of April of 2025, Price was arrested and accused of orchestrating the 2020 burning of Bar 5015 and a bar just blocks away from Turkey Leg Hut, which closed in 2024. The bar is owned by Steve Rogers, who is also co-owner of Turkey Leg Hut, which we briefly talked about. Two other men, John Lee Price and Amarni Williams, were also arrested as part of the same federal indictment. John Lee Price was arrested.
And them the niggas that ratted
on federal drug charges in Mississippi in 2023. Federal prosecutors said while he was in custody, he was interviewed by the FBI, who had been investigating the fire since 2022. John Lee Price, who is not related to Lynn Price, admitted to his role in the fire and identified Lynn Price, his employer, as the person who orchestrated and organized the arson. John Lee Price also told the FBI agents that Lynn Price was using the Turkey Leg Hut to store hundreds of pounds of Mary Jane. He told the feds that the marijuana would be sold at the restaurant and packaging bearing the business name. During testimony that lasted more than an hour.
Because he is a criminal. Damn it, let me go back. What you saying? Hold on.
Her representative declined a response. Now, we should note that some of the players in this ongoing Turkey Leg Hut drama do have criminal convictions, including James Fortune. Those are from several years past.
She didn't call him a criminal. She said he got criminal convictions. The nigga committed a crime and he got convicted. She stated a fact.
John Lee Price also told the FBI getting the fire since 2022. John Lee Price, who is not related to Lynn Price, admitted to his role in the fire and identified Lynn Price, his employer, as the person who orchestrated and organized the arson. John Lee Price also told the FBI agents that Lynn Price was using the Turkey Leg Hut to store hundreds of pounds of Mary Jane.
Oh, wait, that was the pastor? Oh, wow. Okay.
Told the feds that the marijuana...
Wait, hold on. Now I got to go back, damn it. See?
Including James into the restaurant. Now they are suing and pray in hopes of getting their money back. Now, we should note that some of the players in this ongoing Turkey Leg Hut drama do have criminal convictions.
Oh, yeah, no, that bitch didn't have to say that shit.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Ain't no fucking way.
She had to say that shit. Bitch, I need my money. That's all you had to say, bitch. I need my money.
Rogers' decision upset Lynn Price. That he bought the bar also told the FBI agents and Amarni Williams were also arrested as part of the same federal indictment. John Lee Price was arrested on federal drug charges in Mississippi in 2023. Federal prosecutors said while he was in custody, he was interviewed by the FBI, who had been investigating the fire since 2022. John Lee Price, who is not related to Lynn Price, admitted to his role in the fire and identified Lynn Price, his employer, as the person who orchestrated and organized the arson. John Lee Price also told the FBI agents that Lynn Price was using the turkey leg hunt to store hundreds of pounds of Mary Jane. He told the feds that the marijuana would be sold at the restaurant and packaged and bearing the business name. During testimony that lasted more than an hour, investigators uncovered evidence that showed Lynn Price threatened Rogers after he bought the bar 5015 in 2019. Rogers told the FBI that he initially considered partner with Lynn and Nakia Holmes, Price's ex-wife and another turkey leg hunt owner, in ownership of the bar, but decided against it. Rogers' decision upset Lynn Price. Rogers told the FBI that Lynn Price bought a box of cash to the bar to attempt to buy the business. The offer was rejected. Lynn Price later called and sent messages to Rogers complaining about the bar. In some of the messages, Lynn Price said he was upset about the bar selling crawfish and using the same supplier as the turkey leg hunt. In others, he wrote that he was upset that the bartenders were gossiping about Price and Holmes. Rogers told the FBI that Lynn Price threatened to blow up the bar. In addition to John Lee Price...
Wait, hold on, chat, because I got to point something out. And like I told y'all earlier, see, what it is this nigga, if I can get him on the goddamn screen... Where at? This nigga right here. This nigga right here. You see he look like a chef, right? You see everybody stand behind him like they work behind him because that's his shit. You understand what I'm saying? He is the secret behind the fucking success of the turkey leg hut. And he left and started his own shit. And he was thinking about going into business with them niggas up the street, but then he was like, for whatever reason, he was like, nah, I ain't fucking with them niggas. And he started doing his own thing. So then, Lynn Price, the owner of the turkey leg hut, because he got the recipe to the Krabby Patty. So he go down there with a box of money. Come on, my nigga, I buy this from you, bro. Like, what you doing, my nigga? Come on, bro. I buy the business from you. Like, what you trying to do, man? Shit. What you trying to do, man? You trying to run us out of business, man? And so he said, shit, nigga, fuck your money. And he didn't take the deal. So then Lynn Price say, well, shit, nigga, I'ma blow this bitch up. And he did.
Rogers complaining about the bar. In some of the messages, Lynn Price said he was upset about the bar selling crawfish and using the same supplier as the...
I forgot about that part, because damn it, we sell crawfish too, and we get our shit from the same plug. What? We got the same dope over here. The same dope you got over there, we got over here, and I got the recipe to the Krabby Patty. Nigga, what you want to do?
turkey leg hunt. In others, he wrote that he was upset that the bartenders were gossiping about Price and Holmes. Rogers told the FBI that Lynn Price threatened to blow up the bar. In addition to John Lee
Aqua Kiss, good morning,
Price confession, Amani Williams also cooperated with investigators. The FBI tracked John Lee Price's cell phone to an area of the bar 5015 on the morning of the fire and uncovered early morning phone calls between Lynn Price and John Lee Price. Before and after the fire was set, at least 2 other men are believed to have participated in setting the fire. Neither has been charged, according to court records. John Lee Price told the FBI he received 2 payments from Lynn Price after the fire. The first was for $1,000, which was distributed to the crew. The second was for $400. Lynn Price is also charged with orchestrating the theft and arson of a car, a 1975 Chevy Nova Blue, 2 months before the bar fire. John Lee Price allegedly told FBI agents that Lynn Price, for years, orchestrated the theft and illegal sales of cars, heavy equipment, and trailers. He also testified that
he telling everything.
Nova belonged to a police officer, and when Lynn Price learned who the owner was, he ordered for the car to be destroyed. Now, during this hearing, testimony from authorities also found weapons that belonged to a police.
So what he said was he had the nigga steal a 1975 Nova. And the reason why he had the nigga steal the Nova is because he wanted the engine out the motherfucker. And when he took it to the mechanic to get the shit done, they found out that it was owned by a police car, so he was like, fuck it, burn it up.
Equipment and trailers. He also testified that the Nova belonged to a police officer. And when Lynn Price learned who the owner was, he ordered for the car to be destroyed. Now, during this hearing, testimony from authorities also found weapons at Lynn Price's apartment, including guns registered to other people and a flamethrower. Lynn Price was a convicted felon from felony tax fraud charges in 2016.
Now that's the owner, Lynn Price. Lee Price is the nigga that's ratting. So they raided this nigga house and found all kind of guns and a flamethrower, and he a convicted felon.
Flamethrower. Lynn Price was a convicted felon on weapons at Lynn Price apartment, including guns registered to other people and a flamethrower. Lynn Price was a convicted felon from felony tax fraud charges in 2016 and is not permitted to own a gun. Prosecutor said he's not been charged with any weapon offenses. The prosecutors quoted that the number of accusations against him should support a decision to keep him in custody. Quoting, he's the orchestrator. He's the one who tries to keep his hands clean.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Right, where do you get a flamethrower? I want one.
I'm Andy Serrano.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Right now, a judge is deciding whether to keep Lynn Price in custody after prosecutors shared concerns that he threatened a witness or potential jurors. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry live in the newsroom after hours in the courtroom.
This nigga's a criminal, man.
This morning, Bryce.
Yeah, Lisa and Andy, for the former Turkey Leg Hut owner, federal prosecutors say the turkeys have come home to roost. They say for years, Lynn Price has tried to keep his hands clean of crimes, paying off others to do the dirty work, and they want to keep him in custody. During a more than 2-hour hearing, an FBI agent testified that Price paid $1,400 to have his ex-business partner's bar, 5015, blown up nearly 5 years ago. This is surveillance video from that early morning in June of 2020 when masked men poured gasoline all over the patio before that fire that then caused an explosion and destroyed the building. An indictment unsealed last week alleges that Lynn Price orchestrated this plan. The owner of that bar allegedly told FBI agents he initially planned to bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. The owner allegedly turned down a box of cash Lynn Price brought him to be part of the ownership team. And then when Bar 5015 started selling crawfish, apparently using the Turkey Leg Hut supplier, the owner said Lynn Price called screaming and hollering and threatened to blow the place up. So in the past, Lynn Price went to federal prison on tax fraud related charges. Once he got out on supervised release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity, including paying a co-defendant in this arson case to steal vehicles and heavy machinery. The FBI agent testified under oath that same co-defendant admitted to bringing truckloads of hydro marijuana from California that would be stored at the Turkey Leg Hut and then got sold at the restaurant in custom branded packaging. Prosecutors allege Lynn Price got the proceeds and gave some of the money to that co-defendant. And while he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically, Price's attorney argues he is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after natural disasters.
Mr. Lindo Price.
Man, that nigga ass out of here. We don't need to watch no more of this shit. I just pretty much wanted to talk about this Turkey Leg Hut shit. I don't want to patronize their whole damn video shit. We done played 18 minutes of a 19-minute 50. Fuck it.
Deserves a bond.
He don't deserve shit, but to be where he at, he's a criminal.
There's reasons. One, being that he's not a danger to the community. You heard multiple testimonies.
He is a danger. He paid niggas to burn down a business.
As it relates to his community involvement, the things that he does for the community. But more importantly, the co-defendants that are on his indictment have all been given a bond. So we're asking for equity and asking for a bond similar to the other people on his indictment.
Yeah, but they're not the leaders.
The federal judge ended this hearing by saying there's a lot to think about and she's going to chew on it. We don't yet know when she'll make a decision about keeping Lynn Price in custody.
And Bryce, we understand Lynn Price is accused of another arson in this current indictment. What did you find out about that?
Yeah, Andy, in April of 2020, prosecutors say he paid a co-defendant to steal a 1975 Chevy Nova because Lynn Price wanted the engine out of it. But once they took that truck to the mechanic, they found out it had been stolen from a police officer.
Yeah, he don't know cause. He say once they took that truck, there ain't no goddamn truck.
Who owned it. It was then found burned near railroad tracks and a retention pond. Now, around both of these alleged arsons, prosecutors say...
Yeah, I think, yeah. Ain't nothing else. Ain't nothing else. And yes, you can legally own a flamethrower, I believe, but he can't because that nigga's a felon. Man, King Edo, shit, man, I was going to go live. I had it set for 4. And shit. I was goddamn... I guess an hour later, something like that. I don't know. Shit. But anyway, I digress on that. The turkey leg hut nigga, this is a perfect example of you could take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of nigga. And the nigga gonna be a criminal no matter how, man, listen, boy, a criminal is a criminal is a criminal. I'm not saying that a criminal can't become a upstanding citizen. I'm not saying that. But, you know, it's a lot of niggas that don't know how to do nothing but be criminals. This nigga had a thriving business, bad bitch, and now he in the feds. How that happen? How does that happen? What did he do? He did something wrong somewhere. It was something else I wanted to comment on about this shit. You niggas ratting on him. Shit, man, I don't know. I forgot. Forget it. Forget it. Forget it. It don't matter. But hell yeah, they need to keep this nigga ass locked up. So anyway, I digress on that because I can't remember what I wanted to say about this shit. I had a thought. I don't know.